Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
So I'm creating first PV static one. The type is host path, then PVC. So here I'm creating PV persistent volume, specification 1 GB, host path. This is the host path is the driver, and this is the at the worker location. At this place, the data will be stored. So can we check that get PV? See here. I don't have any PVs available. So can I create it? So here vi pv1.yaml. Manually I'm creating it, not a dynamically. This is called a static one. I created vi one more pv2.yaml, and here I'll just change the name because you know that name has to be one, and here I'll make it 3 GB. Okay, so guys, I got a 1 PV, 2 PV. Like that you can create as many PVs you want. That's a job of the administration. So now kubectl apply -f pv1 and finally pv2. So guys, I created a PV. Who will be doing it? Administration. So get PV. See here, look at this. This is the PV1 of 1 GB. I don't know how come it got this capacity. I think by mistake it has appended and all. So anyways, so retain available manual and 6 second. So these are the PVs which you got created. Okay, now what I will do, I will delete the second one because it's not good. vi I will create one more time. I can't imagine. I'm deleting actually, but the lines are so much I can't do anything actually. I don't know how come it got introduced. So what I'll do, just delete this and copy it from the PV1 and rename stuff like that. So CP to PV2, and here name 2, here 3 GB. Hopefully it should be okay. Apply one more time. Done. Get PV. Done. So guys, did you understand that how this admin will create a PV? All of you? Hello?
Yes, Rajesh.
Guys? Yeah. So now we'll have to create a PVC. Look at this code. PVC will be done by whom? Any idea? PVC? It will be done by you, end user, not administrator. See, you go to AWS and Azure and create a volumes, right? Don't you? Like that. So this is like a creating a volume. Okay. So here you are creating a PVC. Here, how much you are requesting? 1 GB. Okay. 1 GB you are requesting. So let's say I am having here 1 GB and 3 GB. So what I will do, I will request, let's say 5 GB, and let's see what happens. So I copy this here, vi pvc1 dot yaml, and here I'm requesting I'm requesting 5 GB. Remember, 5 GB of pool I don't have. So kubectl create hyphen f PVC. PV is at the cluster level. PVC is at the namespace level. See here, PVC got created. See, this PVC got created, but it is pending. Why pending? Because 5 GB is not available. See here, it's not available. So now what I'll do, I'll create one more, okay, PVC of 2 GB. PVC dot YAML, and name has to be changed, you know that. 2. I'm making 2, okay. And here I'll demand I have a 1 GB, 3 GB PV. So I'll demand 2 GB. 2 GB. Save it. And then apply. And guys, look at my screen. Now if I see, this is the PV, this is the PVC. Look at it. This one I demanded more, 5 GB or something. And this I demanded 2 GB. So if I demanded 2 GB, so because the maximum 1 GB, so I got a 3 GB. So it's a more than my requirement, whichever it was available, and I got it. And you see here, this PV is bounded, but this PV is still available. So what is the PVC you created? Host path 2. Understood, guys? So this, you as a user will do that PVC. Understood that?
Okay.
All of you? Yeah. Now you will use that PVC here. Look at it. What you want? Pod. Here, pod dot spec dot volumes. Which one you want? The persistent volume claim. That's PVC. What is the name of it? So remember, you have to use the name here. This one. Sorry, this one. Okay. You have to modify the name. And then inside that, it will be inside this, it will be storing this file. So see here, task PV storage, tasks PV storage inside a container at this location. This PV will be mounted, PVC will be mounted. Did you all understand, guys? All of you?
Yes.
So here, pod v.yaml, I have to modify the PVC name is this one, 2, path 2, right? Yeah. And guys, kubectl apply hyphen f pod v.yaml. I'm using inside a container. kubectl describe pod and you see here volumes, and here this the volumes, persistent volume. You want to check that this directory, this one. So for that, kubectl get pods, and this is the pod. So exec, you know that, right? Exec pod ls this location. See, it's empty directory. You can create some files here. Anything you will store the files. I'm creating some files here. Index.html. See, that file is here. Now this file will be there. Actually, it will be having in this PVC, and this PVC got created at this location. So the file will be there. Okay. Because I have only one worker, so I'm deleting the pod. Mind it here. I'm deleting the pod. kubectl delete pod. I am deleting the pod because I am having only one worker. The data which I'm mapping through same PVC. Okay. Look at this. I'm creating the pod one more time. And I'm showing you the exec. See, the data is persistent. Pod is gone. Data is not got deleted. So because of the one host, I could make it the host path. Did you understand that, all of you? Guys? Hello?
Yeah, Rajesh. Yeah.
Okay. Now guys, one more I want to see. There's a problem with the host path. The host path has a limitation like data will not be portable. But what about if you want to make the data portable? So pod can be created in this node or that node. The still that same amount you should get it, same PVC you should get it. So how to do that? So for that you have to use the NFS, network file system. Okay. So here you see that I'll just run through the command. NFS server if you have, see here. So go down. In this you are creating a PV, but PV using what? If you look at this driver PV, last time I tried host path, this time I'm trying NFS. So this is the NFS server, and inside the NFS server directory name is TMP. Okay, so we created a PV NFS. Now this PV, you will have a PVC created. See here, 1 GB of it. Now this PVs, you can use it anytime, any places, in any pod, and same way. See here. So anything which you stored in the NFS, the data will be portable. You know that network storage. The host storage will not be portable, but network storage will be portable. So this is also you can try. So this is the one URL. This is the second URL. So if you have an NFS server, then only it will work. This is the IP address NFS server. But question is how to set up NFS server in CentOS 7. So that also I'll help you. So here you can find the step for setting up the NFS server and use inside a Kubernetes pod. Okay. So these are all the commands. If you run in the NFS server, again, don't run blindly. You have to fetch some of the options. And after that, you can use in the deployment. See here, deployment, they have used it. What you want? Deployment. Specification, template, pod template, spec, containers. Here you have it. Pod dot volumes. Here you have a directly NFS. So if you can use directly also. In the last example, I showed you through PV and PVC route, but you can use directly also in the pod specification. Did you understand that, all of you?
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 3D99 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.